I'm going to be taking CBD oil every day for a week, and I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me. I'm going to be showing you everything that I get up to over the week whilst under the effects of CBD. So, let's get into it. Hello, it's Tuesday and we're going to start taking our CBD. So I'm going to be starting with this oil. It's 11%, 1000 milligrams of CBD. And if I take a look at the back, it says we're going to place 5 drops of oil onto our tongue and we hold it there for 1 to 2 minutes, and that allows it to absorb maximally. And they recommend not exceeding 70 milligrams. So each dose is 16.5 milligrams. And I've got these edible ones, which are 20 milligrams. So my plan is I'm going to have 2 servings of this, like 1 in the morning, 1 before bed, and then I'm going to have 1 of the gummies during the day. When I ordered from this company called Beliebis or Beliebis, they give you these certificates that say it's sort of like it certifies what's inside the oil. So this one is a thank you card for buying the oil, and inside it lists everything. I mean, I don't know what most of this stuff is. I'll show that to you. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense to me. Apparently this is what's inside the gummies. I don't know what any of that means. They're just different types of cannabinoids apparently. Just proof that they're in there. I do like this golden strip on the bottom of the box. I think that's really classy. So let's try the oil. So this is the oil in question. Got a little, I don't know what you call this, a nibby bit at the top. Right, so 5 drops on the tongue. Just trying to feel it touch my tongue, and now I've got it underneath my tongue to absorb. It tastes woodlandy. It tastes like I've opened up a tree and I'm tasting the bark of a very old tree. It's like kind of musky. I don't know why it makes me talk weird just having a tiny bit of water. There's not that much in my mouth, but it's making me talk a bit weird. I tell you what, it's coming up to 2 minutes and I feel like my head feels lighter. I just generally feel lighter behind my eyes, which is a nice feeling. Right, I didn't know I was heavy behind my eyes. Now it feels light. I do feel something, yeah. It's like within the 2 minutes I feel it all in here. Oh, that was 2 minutes and I do feel something. Makes me wonder what would happen if I actually let it sit under my tongue for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. Would it feel even more intense? I'm going to catch up with you in a bit when I take the gummy. I'm going to take that during the day, but I'm going to do a few things first. So I'll see you then. Hello, it's been a few days since I last updated you on what's going on. When you last saw me, I was about to have my nighttime dose of CBD, and it sort of made me feel drunk that night. I was in quite a weird mood. I won't say high, but it did make me feel a bit drunk. And then I read an article, and the article said that CBD could increase your eye pressure. It's not that it's a definite thing, but they're just saying that it could increase your eye pressure. And I found this very interesting because I've always described my initial reaction to having the CBD as it feels like the pressure's alleviated from my eyes. Very weird. Like I said, there's no real solid evidence that this is true, but there's some studies coming out that show it could increase your eye pressure. That's something I'm very interested in, and I've been getting a bit of a headache lately, so I decided yesterday to take a full day off of CBD and see what happens. And I've still got the headache, so I don't think it's related to CBD. I will give you a quick update as well. My sleep that night when I had this just before bed, I was a very good sleep actually. So I'm thinking tonight I will use the CBD to go to sleep. But right now we're on our way to a National Trust place. And what is that? So they're typically manor houses or places of interest, historical interest, that are quite nice locations to visit, and the National Trust keep it in good condition. And we're going to one today called Knoll, so I'll see you there. And I'm thinking, should I take some CBD just before I get there? I think I will. I'll update you, I'll take it, and then we'll have a look around. So I'm in a nice chill mood to explore, so we'll see you then. Good morning. It is Friday, and yesterday I had quite a good day. I don't really feel like I noticed the effects of CBD so much yesterday. Maybe I'm getting a bit used to this dose, but I did find that I had a pretty good sleep last night. I didn't wake up too many times, and I woke up about 6 a.m. and I got straight to work. It's about, what time is it now? It's about 10 past 8 in the morning now. I've already written my next script for my next video. Been feeling pretty productive. I think that CBD has been helping with my sleep. So just while that sits under my tongue, I want to talk about the fact yesterday I brought up the eye pressure topic. My eyes didn't feel tight or anything. If anything, I felt that same thing. I keep describing that my eye pressure feels like it dropped after taking it. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. But I've been enjoying my time on the CBD. I found it quite valuable. I mean, yesterday, I hadn't been in a car for a while. I had a bit of a headache here. I think it was in my sinuses, and it was giving me a bit of anxiety actually. For some reason I felt like I was going to get like really motion sick, and I had the CBD, and I think that it actually calmed that down. So I do think it is good for that. Apparently it reduces blood flow to the part of your brain that experiences anxiety. There's some evidence that it's good for that. So I'm just waiting here for it to fully absorb. And that's one of the things I do like about the oil compared to the edibles I got. You can feel the effects very quickly. The longer you sit under your tongue with the oil, the quicker the effects come on. Whereas with the gummy, I eat the gummy and I don't really notice anything. I feel the oil coming on now. It's like this, almost like a blanket. It's like someone's pulled a nice comfy blanket and pulled it over my brain. I just feel more chill. I do. It does really work. Right, let's swallow this. Oh, I can really feel it now. My eyes do feel like there's less pressure. There's no way about it. That's just how it feels. I don't know, maybe it's actually the inverse effect. Maybe it's higher pressure and it feels like lower pressure, but it feels like there's less pressure in the back of my eye. So I was really into CBD about 3 years ago from the same company, and I tried out this massage oil, and apparently every pump is 23 milligrams, but then that's absorbed through your skin. Never really noticed much of an effect with this. There's still quite a lot left. And then I was also trying, because it's quite dusty. I wouldn't use this now because it's been there for ages. Pretty much empty. But this was a spray, and every spray was 34 milligrams. So this was stronger. So that's quite strong by comparison, but it says it's 8.5% CBD, whereas this one's got like the full spectrum. So I guess it's got more of the cannabinoids in it. And it says it's stronger, it's 11%. But it's strange you have to use 5 drops to get 16 milligrams. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. And then I actually have this really old bottle here. Oh, there's loads left in here, what the hell? And this is only 5.4% and it says it's broad spectrum. If I did 5 drops of this would be 8.3 milligrams. Okay, yeah, so that is a lot weaker with quite a lot left. Apparently it was best before February 2023. So must have been sat next to my bed for years. I have experimented with it in the past, but I haven't had this strong one. Yeah, it must be maybe 2 years since I last had CBD products, so my body is definitely not acclimatized to it. So it's nice to be able to share that experience with you and it being fresh. Right, so anyway, I'm going to crack on and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday and I've been finding CBD, I've got to admit, a little bit underwhelming. I do find that it does relax me, and I did have yet again another good sleep last night. The effects don't seem to last that long, or I just kind of forget that it's even there. I mean, I do feel like I am a bit calmer throughout the morning. I'd like the effects to be a bit more pronounced in a way. I'm going to take my morning CBD and we'll see how it goes. It's a really nice day out this morning. I'm thinking if it's like this tomorrow, I'd like to actually play some golf, so I might actually try and sort that out now. I think that'd be really cool to bring you guys along with me. So I can feel the effects starting to kick in. It's like I keep saying, it's just like calmness of the mind. My eyes do feel like there's less pressure behind them. I'm not sure how much I buy that article. Maybe I've got to revise what I said. The effects are noticeable, but it just doesn't last very long. I mean, right now, I really like the effects of it. Right, let's get this oil out of my mouth. Yeah, I mean, right now I do feel at peace. I think CBD does work in the short term, Very nice. Today, me and Kyle are playing golf. No running. No running on the golf course. Some weirdo running across this course all the time. I don't know who it is. What was it?
That's so close.
Look at that view over there. Lovely around there. Alright guys, I wanted to give you my final thoughts on CBD, but just before that I'm going to take another dose. 5 drops on the tongue. 1 extra for good measure. I'm gonna let that sit for a bit. I put a timer for 2 minutes. Apparently my stopwatch has been going. Right, 2 minutes, I'll see you then. Oh, I've got oily lips. How have I found taking CBD? Like I said yesterday, I've been finding the effects quite fleeting. You'll take the CBD and you'll feel a feeling pretty quickly with it being under your tongue, and the effects just they just disappear. And I don't know if maybe your tolerance builds up very quickly and you need to actually up the dose pretty sharply after that. Overall, I've been finding that CBD the past few days, I haven't really been feeling anything. And I took like the full dose yesterday. I just ain't been getting much benefit from it as far as I can tell. In fact, the past couple of days, I keep waking up really early and I've been feeling really tired if I'm honest. Yeah, those first few days when I said the CBD was helping my sleep, that's gone already. It's been like a week and I've already those effects have gone. I do feel like you need to up your dose as you go along. I've still got just over half the bottle, I feel like. Actually, probably a bit more than half. There's plenty of room here to take more, as it were. But if you're thinking of taking CBD, give it a go, just see how it feels and note how quickly those effects dissipate. Would I recommend for you to take CBD? There didn't seem like there was much downside other than if you have high eye pressure. There was some reading that I mentioned it in a previous clip, but it can increase your eye pressure. Doesn't feel like it does mine. I mean, I haven't tested it, but if anything, it feels like it lowers my eye pressure. There's something to bear in mind if you are gonna try CBD. The only other thing I'd bear in mind is the price. If you look at the price on the website for the oil and you think, that's expensive, then don't get it, because I don't really feel like you experience much of a benefit for it to be worth the price. But maybe a lot of the benefits are the sort of ones that the longer you take it, the more it sort of builds up over a long time. Maybe you'll have better recovery from working out, or you'll better sleep over a long extended period of time. I didn't really notice any effects from taking the edibles. Now maybe if I picked up a handful and ate them, maybe it would knock me back. So yes, I think I do need to up the dose, like I keep saying. It's just not doing much for me. There are other ways of taking it. I have had the spray before, which I showed you guys on camera. The spray's quite good. You just hold your tongue up and spray underneath. I mean, it's just the same thing, except you don't use a droplet. I will say, I find it quite palatable. It's got like a weird natural taste. There's only one way to describe it. It's quite earthy. Some of you might find that disgusting. I find it quite easy to deal with. One more thing I would like to bring up was when I was in that car journey and I was feeling a little bit of anxiety actually. I think it's because I had a headache going into it. It's making me feel a bit car sick. It was making me feel a bit anxious. CBD did work well during then. Other than that, I didn't experience any anxiety. So I'm thinking, if you do have something coming up that you're quite anxious for, or you're just quite anxious in general, then I do think it's worth giving CBD a go. Maybe it might help your anxiety. So if you'd like to see something that did make a marked impact on my day-to-day life, then check out this video. It's when I take cordyceps. And I tell you what, I really noticed taking those. I'll see you in that video.